Hi guys, how's it all going? I am more or less over all my colds, hopefully. And this isn't a Halloween costume. These are my new pajamas. Aren't they awesome? Super fluffy and really warm. So, what's been going on with me? It was class this morning, and last week I made the decision to get back on the scales after all of the not antibiotics, steroids I'm on, and antibiotics I'm on both, but a lot of steroids. I've had so many pumped into my system, and as I said, they drastically bumped up my weight, so much so that when I got on the scales last week, I was back up to 17 stone 0.5, so 17 stone and a half. I've messed that up. No, yeah, 17 stone and half a pound, not 17.5. And it crushed me. That was an 11-pound gain in 3 weeks. Now, if it was 3 weeks of me eating rubbish food, I'd totally understand. I'd done that to myself and I could deal with that. But it wasn't. It was 3 weeks of intense steroids that just boosted my weight up so much. And it was a little soul destroying. So I made the decision with Lynn, my consultant, to start afresh. Not afresh from all my stickers and that lot, because like I've said before, I am a child and I need the shiny things to show me how I've done and really give me that boost. But I wanted a new book so I could start. You know, there were no previous weight losses, and I could get it cleared in my head that it isn't. I'm tripping over everything. I am still on a lot of tablets. Please forgive me for that. Yeah, so last week she talked about soul searching and what we wanted out of this journey and what I wanted and what everyone else wanted. And I came to the realisation that it's not extra work I have to do. Because I'd got down. I was nearly into the 15 stones. I was super pumped about that. And I had the scare, like I always do, of going into a different weight category. Every time I'm getting into one, I freak out. And I've talked about that before. But this one it wasn't me that had put it on. And in my head, that was extra work I had to do to get it off. And I felt really just destroyed about that. And then I sat down after class last week and I thought about it. And I thought, you know what? It's not extra work I have to do. It was take the tablets or end up back in hospital. It was as simple as that. That was the ultimatum I was given. There was no other option. So it was not extra work I had to do. It's just work I have to do. This will happen all the time. When the weather changes, my chest gets terrible and I'm drawn to colds and flus like nobody's business. I've had 3 weeks of being knocked out and it has knocked me out. So I sat down and really talked to myself and thought about it and came to the conclusion, like I've said, that it's not extra work, it's just work. It's just what has to be done. So I got back on the scales and this week I lost 7.5 pounds. So I'm really happy about that. So back down to 16.6. 16.7. So, yeah, back down to 16.7 and hopefully next week I'm going to aim for another 5. That's my goal for this week. I mean, I've got a few birthdays, but I can always make good choices. Everyone can always make good choices. And I'm happy about that. And going on to other things about this collab thing. The only collabs I know about is when you actually meet up with other people and do videos with it. So I'm looking forward to doing one through a video and through talking to other people. And that's going to be a really good idea. And I'm going to get back to doing videos the better I feel. And as you can tell, the tablets have really confused me more than anything else. I think it's just a mixture of all of them. Cocodamol, antibiotics, flu and throat stuff, and then steroids have just left me all over the shop. And I've spent just weeks in bed. That's all about. I haven't been out walking, I haven't been doing my body magic, and it sucked. And I want to get back to it all. And not just for the weight loss, but before, like I've said, I could lay in bed and do naught and just watch TV till cows came home. I was happy to do that. Now it drives me insane. I've been forcing myself. I think I've been out 3 times in the past 3 weeks. And each time I've come back even poorlier than when I left. But it drives me insane being in the room. So that's an update on me. It's not the best one, and I will try and do a better one when I'm not so... But I thought I'd better get one out and tell everyone that I am still alive, I am still doing this, and that was today, £7.5. And I'm happy about that. And think about what you want. Think about it's the lead up to Christmas and Halloween, so that you know there's going to be sweets and spice in the house and all that stuff. Do you really need it? Do you really want it? I really want it most of the time, but I don't need it, and I'm alright with that. I've come to the conclusion that I am fine with that. I want the weight loss more than I want the sweets. So lovelies, I will see you all very, very soon. Hopefully so much better, and toodaloo.